Welcome to some American-style darting action. This match took place at the Big Dog Dart Tournament in Natalie, Pennsylvania, and it features Robert Buck taking on Joe Haganey. What we see here is the beginning of it all with a coin flip, so players flip a coin to determine the shooting order at the cork. Once they shoot the cork, the winner of that will determine the shooting order for the first game of the match. Robert's offering is really good just below the cork, but there is room for a dart on top. Haganey releases and finds his offering a little low, so Robert gets to choose, and he decides he would like to go first, and he begins the match with a red, follows it up with a trip. Third dart trip, that's 8 points for him. Big inning, way to start the game. Haganey approaches the line. His first dart red. Second dart red. Fires a big inning right back at him. 8-7, we start with the first. On to the second, where Robert's first dart is slightly low. It's in the blue. Comes back with a single. Hits a trip with dart number 3. So 4 points for him in the top of the second. Haganey counters with first dart red. Second dart red. There's room. But a bad kiss ends the inning for him. 4 points. Players trade fours in the second. First dart single in the third for Robert. Turns dart number 2 into a red and decides to walk away with 5 for the inning. So 17 for him after 3. Haganey first dart single as well. Wide left. And 2 deep with darts number 2 and 3. 17-12 after the first 3. Robert misses dart number 1 in the fourth. Turns dart number 2 into a red. And misses dart number 3, so a 2-point inning for him in the fourth. Chance for Haganey to gain some ground. Red, single. Red for him. Give him 5 for the inning. 19-17. The lead has been closed to 2. And Robert misses his first 2 darts at the 5. Solid red with his final dart. Those are back-to-back 2 innings and another opportunity for Haganey to close the distance between the two of them. 2 points with his first dart. Add a single to it. Make it 5 for the inning. 21-22. Things have flipped. Haganey is up by 1. First dart red in the 6th. Second dart red. Bucket of blood for Buck in the 6th. Joe's first dart red. Second dart red. Players trade 6s in the 6th. 28-27. 1 point lead for Haganey going into the final stanza. And Buck begins that with a trip. Second dart into the blue. Give him 5 for the 7th. First dart trip. Second dart trip. Bang! 8 points for Haganey in the 7th. That's big. It is now 36-32 heading into the 8th. Robert goes red, single. And red again. Give him 5 for the inning. Joe counters. Red. Red again. Give him 5 for the inning. Heading into the 9th, 41-37. First dart 2 deep. It's in the blue. Second is a red. And a bad kiss puts this one to rest. Haganey will take game 1, shooting for a final score here for average. Red, blue, 4 points in the 9th. That gives him 45 for the game, 45-39. Haganey up 1-0 in this best-of-3 match. Starting game number 2 right away. Robert decides he will go first. Loser of game number 1 chooses shooting order for game number 2. And his first dart is a red. Trip. Chance for a big inning here. Take 6 away from the first inning. Haganey first dart red. Second dart red. Bucket of blood. 6 points for him. Players trade 6s to start the game. Buck's first dart into the blue, finds the red with the second, and puts up 4 points for the inning. First dart red for Joe. Second dart red. Back-to-back buckets of blood. Instead, give him 7 points for the second inning. If you blinked, you missed it. Robert put up 3 in the top of the third. Joe's first dart wide right. Comes back on target, lands a trip with dart number 2. Finishes the inning with 5. 18-13 after 3. First dart in the 4 is a trip for Robert. Picks up a point with dart number 2. Dart number 3 into the blue. So that's 4 for him in the top of the 4th. He's down 1. Joe holds darts. Single, red. And up the line for him. 1, 2, 3. 6 points for him in the bottom of the 4th. Robert leads off the 5th. Red. 6 points for him in the 5th. Bucket of blood. Joe's going to counter. First dart single. Trip. Plenty of room. Sticks a red. 6 points for him. Players trade sixes in the 5th. Robert's 6th inning is red. Slides to his right. Looking to land his third dart, and he does. He nails a trip with that, so 7 points for him. Big inning in the 6th. Joe's counter. Red. He slides to his right as well, and also hits a trip with his third dart. Players trade 7s in the 6th. Robert comes out firing. Trip, plenty of room. Another big inning. 8 points for him to start the 7th. Joe's counter. Trip. Red. Moves off to his left. Looking for something to shoot at. And he plucks a trip with his third dart. Players trade 8s. 8th inning, Robert leads off with a trip, just the wrong side of the wire. Give him 2 out of 3 in the trip for 6 points for him. Haganey up a point with darts. First dart in the blue. A single with number 2. This could be the break that Robert's been looking for. Joe hits a trip with his final dart that gives him 4 for the inning, and it puts him up 5. 49-44 heading into the 9th. Buck starts in the 9th inning, go red, trip, and a single. So 1, 2, 3 makes 6 for him in the 9th. 50 is his score for the game. Haganey needs to hit here. It's currently 50-49. It's 1 and 2. 1 to tie, 2 to win. Dart number 1 in the blue. A trip with dart number 2. So as long as this doesn't fall out, Joe's going to be able to walk away with the win, and he does. 54-50, winning game number 2 and the match. Haganey will move on in the undefeated bracket, and Robert's been bounced to the 1-loss section of the tournament.